Hi, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I make videos about books. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. In today's video, I am doing a collab with some people, and it started out being called Secret Santa, where we each gave each other a book based on our wish list, but it has quickly turned into Secret Satan. So the premise of this is that we gave someone a wish list and it was anonymous, and then they gave you a book based on the wish list. So I'm gonna let you know a few things of what my wish list said, and then the book I was given, and then I will go into the book. So the very first thing that I put was, I like women who kick ass, literally. And then I also said that I liked female or non-binary authors. I like horror, I like thrillers. If they wanted to give me a romance, that I did not like the surprise pregnancy trope, and that was basically it. Those were my things. I liked psychological thrillers, psychological horror, like that kind of stuff. So the book I was given, I had to look up how to pronounce this, and I think I have it right, is The Har by David Sodergren. So not a female author. That's like the only thing that I was like really surprised about, that it wasn't a female author, but that's okay. So I can tell you I'm 22% into this, and we are following a elderly woman in Scotland. And she is a widow, and she has lived in this cottage her whole life. And an American businessman is trying to buy her out of her cottage so he can build a golf course in Scotland. And she refuses to leave. Like, she just is downright refusing to leave. The part where I am is, I think the Har is like a fog. So she has just found this like blob creature that has given her powers. That's where I am. I'm not very far in. So now looking at Goodreads, a couple people who are doing this collaboration have read it, and that is Katrina and Kitty. So based off of that, and not everyone in this group uses Goodreads. However, I'm thinking it could be Katrina. I think it's Katrina, but I'm gonna wait until I finish this book to let you know for sure. But also, I would really like if it was Katrina, because she gives the best recommendations, like ever. So we will see. I'm reading the hair, and we'll see how this goes. So I am 50% through the hair, and I just looked up on Goodreads what is and is not a spoiler, and what I wanted to talk about seems to be a spoiler. But there have been a couple of really gory scenes. I was on sprints, and I had my camera on, and I looked at the camera, and I was like, because something really gross had happened. In like a good way. I liked it. But so this monster, it like has these abilities and is helping her. And I say this because it doesn't seem like this monster, well, he doesn't like to be called a monster. I'm so sorry. This creature is not a good creature. So it's definitely interesting. I will say, I think because I did not pick this myself, it is taking me so long to get through. Also, I can only read it with my eyeballs, and I am not good at that anymore. But I'm not liking it. I think it's just because this particular book has never ever been on my radar. It is taking me a little while to complete. Take that as you will, but I'm not liking it. Does this make sense? I wish I could talk about it, but like everything is a spoiler. How do I do this? I don't know. Okay, I'm 80% into this, and I looked at my list again, and I asked for unexplained, like supernatural stuff, and this is that, without giving a all of this away, but there is a creature, and that is unexplained. And the things that the creature can do is also unexplained. Also, this is some of the grossest body horror I have ever read, but like in a good way. Like I really like it, but it's still like extremely gross. It's not as gross as like a Judith sonnet, but it's up there with the gross that I have read, which makes me feel like this is something that Katrina has, like, I still feel like Katrina recommended this to me. Like, that is just the vibe I'm getting from this, but I'm really liking this. And I'm glad that I asked for unexplained and looked back at my list, because I was like, this feels like something I would like. So I'm gonna finish it right now and give a final review, and then, but I still think it's Katrina. Like I think I've decided it's Katrina, so we'll see when I get my video. I finished the Har. I really like this, and whoever picked this for me hit a lot of my boxes for the wish list. So my very first thing that I said was I want a woman who kicks ass. Literally, Muriel did this. Even though she was like 84 years old, she kicked ass. The other thing I asked for was unexplained, unknown, that works too, but unexplained like phenomenon, and that this creature hit it as well. So those were two things that I asked for that they hit. So I still think that this was Katrina just based off of Goodreads, but it also could be Kitty just based off of Goodreads. So my next clip will be me reacting to whoever chose this for me, but I'm gonna give the Har 4 stars just because it took me so long to get into it. And that is probably a me problem and having to read physically. But for me, this wasn't a perfect 5 stars. And I base off of vibes only, but the vibes for this was 4 stars. So 4 stars for the Har. I think this was a really good choice for me. So 4 stars, and I still think it's Katrina. Okay, so I'm about to watch the video of the person who recommended the Har to me. I still think it's Katrina, but we'll find out together.
Hi Michelle, I'm going to tell you why I chose the Har for you. So the first item on your wish list said that you like horrors or thrillers that focus on women kicking ass. And I immediately thought of this book because when I read it, I absolutely loved the protagonist. She is an older lady, but I thought she was so cool and so brave. And I immediately loved her, and I thought that maybe you would love her too. I thought it could also fit a little bit in the category of cosmic or unexplained. Maybe it's not really cosmic, but I thought it really gave off the vibe of being something that's a part of nature that humans cannot truly understand. And then I also stalked a little bit of your Instagram, and I saw that in the past you've enjoyed horror books that are a bit gross, because that was my main concern, that this would be too gross for you, but I don't think it will be. And you also read romance, and this book definitely has a touch of romance that, even though I'm not a romance reader, I found super cute and 100% surprise pregnancy free. I'm honestly so nervous for you to read this book, but I hope you love it. Bye!
So one of my wish list things said, if you give me romance, I don't want surprise pregnancy. And that's why Michelle said that. I was completely wrong. And that's because I went off of Goodreads alone. And on Goodreads, I had only seen that Katrina and Kitty had read it. So I was completely wrong. And I love that Michelle got Michelle. Like, I think that is great. She did a great job. Michelle did a great job, and I really did like this book. It was so gross. It was so gross, and it had a romance, and it was unexplained, and Muriel kicked ass. So I think that Michelle did a great job recommending this book for me, and I love that it was completely surprise pregnancy free, like she said. This was amazing. Michelle did a great job. I was wrong. I'm always wrong, but she did great. I had so much fun doing this. I feel like this book would have never been on my radar if it weren't for this collab video, and I loved this book. So thank you so much, Michelle, for picking it. You did a great job, and that's it. I hope you really liked this idea. This was all Lexie's idea, and we were all like, let's do it. So thank you so much for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye!
Losing time, I'm fading fast.